Welcome back to the newsroom here at France 24. It's time now for Media Watch with James Creedon. James, we've of course been reporting on the conflict in the Middle East now in its second day, and the war very much going on the internet as well. You've got Twitter and Facebook and all the others, and if you look at it, people are really not prepared to give any ground.
Follow all the gory details in real time if you really want to do that and sit at home and follow it all. But you can.
There's a lot of emotion on the internet right now, isn't there?
That's right. And the thing is, Twitter has been known recently to censor tweets on if they contravene their terms of service. Now, some of the tweets, because it is a context of war, are somewhat violent. I'll show you one here on the website. This was one of the tweets that got most attention by the IDF yesterday. We recommend that no Hamas operatives, whether low-level or senior, show their faces above ground in the days ahead. Now, it is a context of war, and that is a direct threat of violence, which is what war is all about. And actually, direct threats of violence aren't technically allowed on Twitter, but Twitter has very, very rarely censored its tweets. Now, there was one instance of this, if I could find it recently. You might remember, Laura, this neo-Nazi account in Germany that was actually taken down within Germany because of that sort of thing. Now, that has not happened with Twitter. Now, a lot of media, including the Washington Post here, are asking the question, can Twitter censor the Israel Defense Forces? Technically, they could, but they have chosen not to do so. And they're also pointing out that Israel could ask for Hamas's tweets to be taken down within Israel because
Hamas is also tweeting.
That's right, Hamas is also tweeting, and Hamas is defined within Israel as a terrorist organisation, so they would be perfectly within their rights.
EU and by the United States.
That's right, to go to Twitter and say take it down. And because these tweets are only taken down within the country in question, as we saw with that German neo-Nazi account, we could still see the German neo-Nazis' tweets in France.
But it couldn't be seen in Germany.
That's right. So it's one of those technical kind of issues. Now, YouTube as well, they took down this video that also got a lot of attention, taken from an Israeli drone, where you could see one of the Hamas military leaders being bombed,
right? Because this has been on Israeli news sites for days.
That's right. And you can see here that you can still access it on YouTube. But yesterday morning, that was what you got when you tried to get the video. So it seems that at YouTube, they were kind of going, what are we going to do about this?
You're seeing someone's death, aren't you?
That's right.
Whoever it is being killed, they are being killed on that video.
I imagine somewhere in YouTube, they were having a conference around a table and they were disagreeing about this because the video was taken down and then it was put back up and they said it was a mistake. I don't think it was a mistake. I think they intended to take it down and then decided to put it back up. Facebook as well, they've left everything up, and Facebook are notorious for taking things down. So I think it is interesting to look at how social media are dealing with...
It's really testing the boundaries of social media, isn't it? And of course, as always, the media is being used to promote each side, and they're trying to get their version of events across. But you've got some Israeli internet users pointing to what's called Pallywood. Tell us
Pallywood, exactly. Now, take a look at this, right? This is a screen grab that you're seeing on Facebook. Israeli internet users are pointing out that you have...
This is from the BBC, right?
That's right. You have basically the guy on the top there, you see he's in a kind of a beige jacket. And I'll play the video because actually what happens is he seems to be in some sort of an injured state, right? He was being carried off there a moment ago. I'll go back to the start of the video so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Being carried away. And later on in the video, some 30 seconds into the video, he reappears and he's walking. Now, that is what some people would term as Pallywood. You can see even here, Hamas, Pallywood Productions. In other words, this guy was pretending to be injured in a context of
the chap being
drama.
carried there, I believe, is laughing.
That's right. So there you go. I'm sure this happens now and again, that people exaggerate the nature of their...
Oh, there we are. Yeah, you can see he's got...
They're playing up to the media.
But it's interesting because people don't look so closely. The pictures that get played over and over again, isn't
That's right. Now, I think it's worth pointing out that because that was edited... Perhaps it could have been the BBC that made the mistake as well, and they put in a sequence that had been filmed beforehand. Who knows? So the error could have been the BBC's as well. But this is a phenomenon that Israeli internet users point to, where there is manipulation on front of the cameras, because of course everybody's aware in these contexts of war now that the media are there and that the media is an important role in terms of getting your message out or trying to rally support from the international public looking at these images.
Let's move on from this, shall we? Let's talk about something else, because Jean-Marie Le Pen, far-right leader, he is many things, but he's certainly not a gay icon.
He's certainly not. This was in the Daily Mail today, Laura. A far-right French nationalist, Jean-Marie Le Pen, had a homosexual experience with another politician. Right now, there he is. He's not exactly, front cover material for Têtu or these gay magazines. The guy in question, who he allegedly had this relationship with, was a deputy mayor of Pau, socialist, So socialist and far right, it's already improbable as a love story.
Absolutely.
And this was back in the 50s when they were students, allegedly, I hasten to add. Now, this guy here, he passed away in 2006, but he spoke to two journalists who have released a book this week about Jean-Marie Le Pen. Now, what Jean-Marie Le Pen is quick to point out is that this isn't true.
Oh, I was going to say, has he responded?
He has said this is not the case at all. But André Labarrère allegedly showed the authors a letter sent by Jean-Marie Le Pen in the 70s, saying, "In memory of the delicious moments we spent together."
Well, so it could have been a nice lunch, I suppose.
It could have been a nice little lunch, a salad.
Foie gras
a salad.
Or something.
So look, it's rather improbable, and I suppose especially in a context at the moment in France where there's a lot of where it's a debate at the very centre of politics at the moment, gay marriage, etc. And the Front National, the National Front, is very much against all of that. So I think some people will find that sort of ironic.
Well, one half of this alleged romantic couple are no longer with us, so how will we ever know?
That's right. We'll never know the truth. I do like Brain Magazine's headline, "Coucou." Oh no, that's actually they've changed it now. They've changed the headline. Le Lover de Jean-Marie Le Pen. It was a little bit more tongue-in-cheek, but anyway. I
expect they're having a good time with that one, aren't they? All right, James Creedon, thank you very much indeed. That's it for Media Watch. It's time now to take a look at some other things that are buzzing on the net. Here's our daily dose of web news.